Hey au pairs, what's up? It's Edwina, welcome back to the channel. Hannah is not with me for today's vlog because plot twist, she lives not in France. She also doesn't need a visa to live in Europe. I decided to make today's video vlog style because I am not on an au pair visa. I'm on a working visa with the TAPIF program. Comment TAPIF, or yes please, down below if you want me to do like a vlog style on a day in the life of a TAPIF assistant and how that affords me to live in France. Anyway, since I have never renewed my au pair visa, I've only had one au pair visa that lasted 12 months, I have invited out to coffee one of our APOP members, see what she had to go through because she recently renewed her visa and went to the prefecture and all that. So I'm going to vlog and ask her some questions about the process, and hopefully by the end of this you will have the information that you need to renew your au pair visa. Okay, see you in Paris. I'm struggling. I'm sorry for the shaky video because this bag is crazy. I'm in the middle of moving. But yeah, see ya! I'm literally in the bathroom of this coffee shop, but I've never been here before. It's been on my list for a while and I love it. I'm just waiting for Molly to pee first, but I highly recommend. I'm at Motors Coffee near Châtelet. Highly recommend. And you haven't gone home this full time? Okay, Molly's gonna teach me how to renew my visa as an au pair, and I'm gonna write down all of these notes, so prepare. So I just got back from my meeting with Molly. Big thank you to her for this video and the fact that there's some clarification on what to do when you're renewing for the visa process. So really quickly, I'm just gonna give you the documents that she brought to her appointment, as well as some tips and tricks to get through the appointment smoothly. There are two things that I wanna cover right off the bat when it comes to the visa process and the visa renewal process, because as many of you know, if you've been paying attention to the channel, there's lots of changes that are happening and nobody knows what's going on, and it's insane. And those changes trickle down. So a lot of people have been going through the changes back in the States who are Americans who are moving to France to be an au pair. The VFS centers in the States have been on it with the changes, kind of. But the thing is that those changes trickle down. When it comes to renewing your visa at the préfecture, don't be surprised if they don't realize that there are changes being had, and they might ask you for last year's stuff, and one prefecture might ask you for something different than another prefecture. All this to say, I'm making this video in order to open up the discussion, so please comment down below what your experience was like, what documents they asked you. That's why we're here as a resource, is because we're a community, and so we're leaning off of each other. So if you disagree or agree with something that I'm saying in this video, please put it down below, and also give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and the bell in order to get notifications every time we post a new video. Okay. That being said, that is the first thing that you should know, is that they might not know what's going on and might be just as confused as you are, which is not, don't be surprised, because l'administration française is toujours comme ça. It's always like this. Seems like everyone's telling you something different. So I'm sorry, and know that you're not alone. It happens to every expat in France. We all have to go through this, like an initiation of having to go through French crap when having to go through administration. Second big question that we get is, do you have to take French lessons if you are on an au pair visa? Especially because they changed that. My guess is that they changed that rule about not having to take French lessons anymore for European citizens who are au pairs in France. I said this in previous videos. If you're an au pair in Paris and you want to renew your visa, you should make sure that you're going to classes, because something that they will ask you at the renewal appointment is the fact that you've gone, and they want an attendance and a grade sheet from your language school. Without further ado, those are the two big things, but here are the documents that Molly had to bring to her appointment. Molly used our book, the ebook that we wrote, which is pretty cool to get through this appointment, because we have all of this process written out in the book. So if you're not going to remember the things that I said in this video, just know that it's all written down in the ebook for you. That being said, there are some main documents that you have to bring to your appointment, and here they are written out. a copy of your passport, a copy of your visa, a copy of your stamp of arrival in the European Union. You also need your OFI stamp, or they don't give you OFI stamps anymore. That's another change that's happened. So you're gonna have to bring confirmation that you went through your OFI medical appointment, as well as the OFI document that they now give you. I'm sure half of the au pairs that are watching this year have the OFI stamp in your passport and half don't, so just bring some sort of confirmation that you went through OFI. Grades and attendance for sure that you went to language school this year throughout the entire year. Proof of health insurance. And so as an au pair, your family has the responsibility of going to URSSAF, which is URSSAF, and getting you covered under l'assurance maladie, which is the French health insurance. They should give you some documents saying that you're covered, or ask for them if they haven't. I know that my host family didn't. And some au pairs, if you're lucky, you get your carte vitale. A lot of the time that takes a ton of time to get back in the mail. I've asked for my carte vitale, which is my health insurance card, months and months and months ago, and have not gotten a word back yet. I'm still in the process. So if I were going through the visa renewal process, for example, I would just bring documents saying that I started that process. I have my temporary social security number in France. I would bring that. I would ask my host parents as well for URSSAF documents showing that they've been paying for your health insurance every month or something like that. Or if I get more information about exactly what specific documents you should bring to prove that you're covered by health insurance, I'll put it down below. But especially if you have gone through this and know better than I, please put the information down below about what health insurance document you used in order to prove that you were covered. They'll ask you for proof of housing as well. This is complicated because as an au pair, obviously you're not paying for your own accommodation, so you need two things. One, you need a letter from your host family saying that you live with them, and that's just written up and signed by you and them. And then you need a copy of their identity piece, as well as a water bill or a gas bill proving that they live at the address that you're saying. You need your last year's contract as well as this year's contract and copies of those just in case. One of the last things you need is your birth certificate, and something that Molly brought to her appointment that she didn't get asked for yet, the 79 euro fiscal tax that you have to pay. You can pay this tax online on the website. I'll try to link that down below as well. And you just get a printed out version saying that you paid this tax, and they'll ask you for the document proving that you paid. Molly didn't get asked for this document yet, but you have a secondary appointment where you go and pick up your carte de séjour to finish off the renewal process, and that's where you, I'm assuming, hand in, or we assumed that is where she would hand in this fiscal tax. Those are all the documents. Here are some procedure logistics. Before you go through this process, these are the steps that you have to take to go through the process. First thing is you have to look at the prefecture that's closest to you. It might not be in Paris if you're not in Paris. It might not be in a big city. There are several prefectures everywhere around Paris in the suburbs, as well as one in Paris. I think there's only one in the city for all of the arrondissements, but let me know if I'm wrong about that. And then they will have a website. The website is where you make your appointment for your renewal visa process. And if the website is all in French, which it will be, you can use Google Chrome. You can use an extension in order to translate the website into English if you don't read or speak any French. Molly, during her appointment, because it is all in French, had her host mom come with her to navigate that conversation, which was really helpful. So if your host parents are willing to do that for you, that's awesome. If not, you can probably struggle in broken English or in broken French. They're most likely very used to this. Obviously, you're probably gonna get some shade because let's get real, every time that I've had to struggle in broken French during my au pair years, in something like administrative, I always got sass, but we managed and I got through it. Know that I am empowering you and you will be okay. You can make your appointment anytime between the expiration date on your passport, visa, and 3 months before that. Once you make that appointment, you go to the appointment and you hand in all your documents, etc. You will get approved, hopefully, or your documents are sent to this other third party who should approve or reject you. And you won't know, they will notify you by email, but that takes a while as well. So for example, Molly had her appointment on May 21st, and she's not gonna get contacted, she might not get contacted until October, and you get contacted by email. But that means that her visa that she currently has is going to expire or might expire in that time period. However, once you get to the end of your visa renewal appointment, you receive this document with your picture and with a statement that says you went through this process, you're in the middle of renewing, and this document gives you the right to live here stress-free. You can travel even though your visa expired because it's proof that you had some sort of right to live in France, and it's really just the administration side of things that are holding you back. Once you get the email to come back in, you go back in and to pick up your carte de séjour, which gives you another year of living as an au pair in France. And then you'll also, maybe, not sure about this, have to hand in your fiscal stamps. And that is it. So if you have any comments or concerns, please put them down below. Let us know what your experiences were like so you can open up the conversation. And if you want to work with me in terms of visas and in terms of going through the entire process, or if you have any other au pair problems, I do Skype with au pairs, so I'll put the link down in the description below if you want to Skype together and talk about any issues that you're going through. I would love to help you and talk. And ask your questions down below as always. So yeah, that is all for now. Thanks for watching. Ciao! I eat the foam on lattes before I actually drink the latte. Is that weird?